Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's vlog. We're gonna be hanging out this weekend. Target haul.
I'll check in with you guys at Topgolf. Bye.
Oh my god. Wow, that's delicious. You will never regret a 5 Seconds of Summer concert. I love filming a weekend vlog because I feel like they're more entertaining, a little bit more interesting than just like a regular week in my life, because those can get repetitive. I do like the same exact thing every day. Like, my routine is strict. Now, I do like to do the same thing every weekend. Like, I still have my Pilates classes this weekend, but I thought we could, I don't know, hang out. I want to do some, I don't want to say cooking. It's not really cooking tomorrow, but like, I want to make these protein bagels that I saw online. That's fun. And then tonight we have Topgolf for Chris's friend's birthday. It's like a surprise birthday. It's really late. It's like 9 p.m. Not that late. I'm a grandma, so like 9 p.m. Like, with to be there at 9 p.m. like that's literally bedtime, but it's for his friend's birthday. All the friends will be there. It'll be really fun. And then tomorrow we have a dinner. Saturdays are date night / dinner nights because Chris and I and Danny started 75 Soft, which I'll get into. And then Sunday, chill day. We're gonna have a chill day. So I thought we can just do a fun little weekend in my life. But I do want to talk about what I did yesterday, because I was gonna vlog it, but I just got so nervous and I was like, I literally can't pull out a camera. Like, the whole day I was just so nervous. So yesterday I had the honor and incredible opportunity from Spotify to interview Jimenez, which is like so insane, and I have such imposter syndrome. I'm just like so confused, like how and why I got that opportunity, but I am so grateful. Like, it was just so insane getting the email. It was when we were coming home from Florida. I sat down on the plane and I got the email from Spotify. They were like, the opportunity to interview Abby, like, let us know for her new release, so you'll remember me. And I like immediately, like, that's not something you can turn down. So I did say yes, and it was yesterday. So I thought we could just talk about it. In New York at Spotify's like studios there, and I took the train in, but the main parking lot I usually park at for the train was completely filled from like commuters and stuff, because it was just like a weekday. So I had to park at like the further lot, and that's like 10+ minute walk. So I parked all the way over there. I took my little hike over and I got on the train. My dad was here for a few days for work, so he met me at Penn Station and he and I went out to lunch. I don't think I got any clips of that, but we went to lunch, we hung out for a little bit, and then he walked me over to the Spotify studios, which was just so nice. It felt like I was getting dropped off at school. But I met the wonderful Emily who works at Spotify. She came down to grab me and she was so kind, literally the sweetest person ever. And she showed me their office, and it's like so incredibly nice. Like, the whole walls are just windows overlooking the water. You see like the Statue of Liberty. It's like the most beautiful view ever. It was so nice, but I got there a little bit early, so I just like sat and chilled, and then I did my interview, and I was literally paralyzed with nerves. Like, I felt so good before. I was like rehearsing my questions and everything. It felt like I was practicing to give like a presentation in class. Like, that's kind of how it felt, because I used to prepare for those the same way, but I would just like practice and practice, and I thought I like had it down. Like, I felt good about it, but I still had my phone with me just to have the questions in front of me, because I just, in case I blanked and blacked out, like that would have been so embarrassing. But I was cool, calm, collected when I sat and met her. So the email that I got, they said to like bring your own cameras and mics and everything, but then I got there and they had like whole setup, and I was like, this is perfect, way better than I was gonna, you know, try to set this up and film this. So everyone was just so kind, and as he was setting up, I just sat next to her, introduced myself, we talked a little bit, and she was just the nicest human ever. And then as soon as the guy said, okay, like, we're good to roll, literally I was just completely nervous. So it was nerve-wracking because it was the guy behind the camera, and then there was a few Spotify workers behind that, and then it was also Abby's daughter and husband and team over there. So it was like a lot of people behind the camera, and like it was on me to like guide the interview, and it was just, I was so nervous. You know, it's my first time doing this. I've never conducted an interview of any sort, so I just asked my questions. It's like she was talking to me and it was hard for me to reply to her. I kind of like went on to the next question because I was just really nervous, and I wanted to make sure I got my questions out. So she was really nice, and she answered all my questions perfectly, and it was just such an insane experience. And then I brought my book with me, of course, and she did sign it, so that was really nice. I had such a wonderful time though, and I'm really happy that I ended up doing it. It's an incredible opportunity. I'm so proud of myself for doing it, and I'm trying to say yes to like different events and things that would otherwise, you know, make me, I wouldn't say uncomfortable, but just as someone that's like an introvert, I really want to try to like step out there, meet new people. The people I met yesterday were just so nice, so kind, and again, a crazy opportunity. So that happened yesterday. It was so insane. I've been editing, or no, I started editing the interview today, just putting like all the clips together and like put a few graphics on it. Nothing crazy. It's like a 7-minute interview. The actual like length of the whole thing I think was like 9 minutes. It was super short, but it was like so great. Again, incredible opportunity. So that happened yesterday, and that was my day. I was literally like so nervous all going up into it, and then I was calm until he said, all right, we're ready to go. And I was like, just like froze up. And you can't really tell, well, maybe you can tell, and I don't think you can tell when you're watching the interview, but like I knew how I felt in that moment, and I was just like completely freaking out. But I think I did a good job. I don't know, it's good, I guess, first time doing it. But yeah, that was just like insane. So that was yesterday, and I was gonna vlog it, but I just like was so nervous I couldn't do it. As for the 75 soft, because today I did my first workout earlier this morning, you guys saw I like went on the treadmill for a little bit. So Chris, Danny, and I started it. We all have different rules. We're doing soft because we don't want to be too strict on it. We just want to like make our own rules, and the reason we're doing it is we want to be a bit more disciplined and get into like better habits. Like once this is over and like the 75 days is over, we want to still have these habits, so we don't want to do anything too strict that's like not attainable by the end of it. But my rules, there's not like too many of them. 2 workouts a day except Saturdays and Sundays, so it's just adding an extra workout because I usually do some sort of workout every day. I'm waiting for the weather to get nicer. It's just been raining and cold, so I haven't been able to walk outside, but I'm really excited for my walks to start like being outside. Saturdays and Sundays, like I said, is 1 workout unless I feel like doing 2, so that's more lenient. And then we're trying to eat just a bit healthier, a bit more conscious, less snacking, having home cooked meals. And then Saturdays, we said, me and Chris are like, those are our date nights. We can go, you know, eat whatever, do whatever. I mean, nothing too crazy, like still kind of eating a bit healthier, but like we just want to have at least one day to go out and do something fun and not have to like do a home cooked meal and everything like that. So I've been more conscious about like what I'm eating, which is really, really nice. I've been like feeling a lot better because I love to snack, and I have not snacked since we started. And I've noticed like waking up the next day, like I don't feel like gross from all the food that I've eaten, and that's like usually how I felt. Like I would snack and I would eat all my sweets and all this stuff, and those are like good, but like in moderation, and I didn't know what moderation was. Like I just ate all the sweets all the time. So yeah, I just want to be a bit more conscious about all that. And then the other thing I'm doing is 1 gallon of water a day, and this is the hardest part of the whole entire challenge for me, because for a gallon of water, that's 4 of these, and this is 32 ounces. So I normally, before I started this, would drink like maybe like 1 or half of 1 a day, and that's like not good. So I've been trying so hard. I've been drinking 4 of these a day, and that's like literally the hardest part, is like getting myself to finish that 4th bottle. This is one of the things that we're doing during the challenge that I really want to implement into like every day. Maybe not a whole gallon every day. I think it'll get easier as time goes on. I definitely want to continue doing this like just forever, like drinking enough water, because that's something that I do not do at all. There's a few other ones we've taken from 75 hard, but switched it up a little bit, kind of like reading once a day. But for 75 hard, I think it's like read nonfiction, and I'm just like not doing that. So I definitely read at least once a day. I read all the time anyway, but I do want to do that for every day as well. I think that's it, but it's been going really well so far, and it's fun because we started March 31st and the last day is June 14th, which is my birthday, so that's really exciting. We're gonna get lots of cake and sweets and all the things on my birthday. It's only been a little over 2 weeks, but it's been going really, really well. Fridays is my off day from Pilates, so I just do 2 walks, and like I said, I can't wait for it to be nice out so I can walk outside, because I've been walking on my little walking treadmill pad thing over there, and it just gets so boring. So I started early this morning. I did my first walk, and then I'll probably walk again in like an hour, and then that'll be my 2 workouts done for the day. And then I just went to the coffee shop and I edited a video that should be out before this one. It's me and Chris, we're reading each other's books that we gave each other. We started that in Florida literally weeks ago, so I finally have all the clips to edit that, so I started that. But as for right now, here's the things I need to get done. I need to put my laundry away. I need to clean up my closet. There's just clothes all over the floor because I was trying to like pick an outfit the other day and did not put any of my clothes away. I need to finish this book because I have 20 pages left, and it's like about time I finished it. It's 288 pages. I don't know how I haven't finished it yet. It's just been going really slow. And then I'm gonna start another reading vlog. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I'm gonna start it. And I think for that one, the first book either is gonna be Fearless I'm gonna start, or Enchantra. I don't know how to say that, but one of the two. We're gonna start and read in that video. And then I'm gonna do my second walk, my second workout, and that's all on the radar right now. Probably finish editing after all of that. I also have a package right here I can't wait to open. I'm so excited about this. If you can tell by the graphic on it, this is Wild and Wrangled by Layla Sage, the newest one that's coming out pretty soon actually. I'm pretty sure it comes out within Is it next week? I'm not sure, but it says she's the one that got away. He's the one that never let her go. I'm so excited. I absolutely love the covers of this series. They're so pretty together, and I think the graphic is just so beautiful. This one I'm so excited for. It's like always the last one in a series that's the most anticipated because you've been seeing those characters throughout like all of the other books. So I'm so excited about this one. All right, I'm gonna get going with all the things I gotta do. Top of the list though is to finish that book. So I'm gonna do all that. I will come back in a little bit and we're gonna have a lovely, fun weekend together. Hello, I've gotten all of my stuff done. I'm watching Destiny's new vlog. As I put my duvet back on, I had to wash it this morning, but I've decided, I found this in my bag. It's from the Princess Polly event. Me and Lauren took a little photo booth picture. I thought that'd be cute to use as a little bookmark or to like put on my board up there. So I brought it upstairs, but lots of new releases I have on my radar. I think I'm gonna start this one next. I'm reading this in a video, so we'll get all reactions and everything, but I'm nervous. Like I loved the first one, as you guys know, like a couple of years, was it 2023? Why did I say it like that? 2023 that I read and found Powerless. It was like a random choice and it was like trying to find a 5-star and it took me so long to find one and that's the one that did it. And then Reckless came out. It was good. It was okay. Not my favorite in comparison to Powerless. And now we have the third and final book. So I think I'm going to read this one. Well, I am going to read this one in the video and I think this is going to be next. So we're going to sit and chill and start that while I wait for Chris to come over. We're going to have dinner and then Topgolf obviously later. Here's some stuff I got from the interview though. Abby's team gave me like this little postcard with the car from the book and then a few of the titles. It says, "Love is the brightest color in a gray world," which is a quote from the book. And then this little bookmark with all of Abby's books on it. It says, "Welcome to the Abbyverse." And then this cute little sticker with her books on it. And then to get into like the Spotify to go upstairs, they had to give me like this to like scan to get through the gates. So obviously I saved that. I have so many like little things like this. You'd think I have like a junk journal to put it all in, but no. It's just like thrown in like a basket somewhere. But it's like things like this I need to keep to remember that I did that. Here's my book. I have to put this away. It's signed and it's a new prized possession. So it's to Sarah. Thank you for an interview to remember. And then she signed it. I'm just like still in awe that I did that and I got the opportunity to do that. I don't think I'll ever be over that. Chris should be here in like maybe like a half hour. And we're gonna hang and eat dinner before Topgolf. I'm very excited for Topgolf. It's a very fun place if you've never heard of it, or if you don't have one near you. I don't really know. I know there's one in Florida we've gone to. I don't really know where else they are, but it's like you have like your own section with like whoever you go with, and then you hit the golf balls off of like the ledge, and it's just like you can hit as hard as you want. You just hit these targets and you get points. It's fun. It's like a fun version of golf because I don't know, golf is boring.
Give them to me.
Trying to steal my hoodie.
What's up, guys? It's me again. May look familiar from one of the last videos because I was just filming something right in this seat. We're in this exact same outfit, but it was a different video. So, ow!
Chris got, or he's finishing his tattoo, like his sleeve. Well, I guess I don't have to tell them. You want to tell them?
I got a new tattoo on my arm, and it's like 2 days old, and Sarah just keeps grabbing it.
I keep forgetting that it's there.
Violent.
And it's covered by his shirt, so like I can't see it. But he was there from what, 12 to like 1 or 2?
I was there from 12 p.m. until 2 a.m.
So long. And he thought that he was going to finish like the rest of the sleeve, but they only got one part of it done, so
I almost fainted. I'm going to have to shove Skittles down my mouth to bring me back.
Anyway, haven't seen each other in 2 days. This is a wonderful reunion.
It is. And I have a mustache right now.
Okay.
Usually I don't. I'll check in with you guys at Topgolf. Bye.
Target haul. Hello, happy Saturday everyone. It's been raining for the past few days. It is so just gloomy and sad out and cold, but they do say April showers bring May flowers, so I'm really excited for May. Hopefully we've got some good flowers. Last night Topgolf was really fun. The golf is like fun for like a couple rounds, and then I just get bored because I'm not good at it. So I had some chips and we just hung out and talked. It was really fun time. This morning I took a Pilates class with my friend Chloe, who, one of my besties. We have been besties since I met her in like 5th grade. I actually went to my first college with her. We were roommates. If you've been here for a while, you know Chloe, but she doesn't live over here anymore. So she's home for the weekend and we went to Pilates together. So that was really fun. We didn't get to hang out too long because she has to go back home, but it was a great time. And then I went to Target because I said yesterday, like I mentioned it briefly, that I want to make these protein bagels, and there's not many ingredients, but I needed to pick up flour. We don't have any left over, and then plain Greek yogurt because I have vanilla and I don't really want a vanilla bagel. And then, you know, you go in Target and it's just like a common thing. You don't leave with just what you need. You leave with more. So I have a haul. All right, I got baking powder because I know we have baking soda, but I have this weird feeling we didn't have baking powder, and I would have been so mad if I picked up flour and the yogurt and not just like one simple ingredient that we didn't have. Got some flour, which is kind of getting everywhere, so I'm gonna put this in like a bag or something. And then you don't go to Target and not get toys for the girls, so we always have to get them matching ones because they will fight if you get like a pack of 2 or like one type of toy and the other. So we have so many of just like double toys because they will fight over a toy, and it's so silly, but it's also funny because you give them the same toy like this, they will fight over one of them even though they are identical. So you can't really win here, but I know they're gonna be really excited about this, and it's so cute. There's like blue little crabs, and I thought it'd be fun because they like to pull on these strings. I don't know, so that's for later. And then here is my yogurt. I did walk around the book section. Obviously I didn't get any, but it's just like a rite of passage. You can't go to Target, any of those type of stores that have a book section, and not just like stroll through. So I did look around, but I didn't get any books. And then the last thing I got was actually for Chris. I got him an Awala bottle. It's just a plain black one. I think he would use this one because since we started 75 Soft and I have to drink 4 of my water bottles a day, when he wants a drink of water, usually he'll use my Awala and he'll like refill it when he needs it and whatever. We share it when we're together, but I won't let him drink from it because if he's chugging my Awala, I can't calculate what a gallon is if he's drinking some of it. So he's now been banned from my wallet, and that's just sad because we do share it. So I got him his own, got him a black one. I should have gotten him a bigger one, but this was the biggest they had in like just a plain color. So I'm gonna give him this later. I'm really excited about that. I love surprising him with like little things. So I know he's not expecting it, but he's gonna be excited. So that's all I got. I really want to make these bagel things now. Let me get the recipe. It's really simple. I think flour, yogurt, baking powder. Why don't I just read it all? Flour, baking powder, salt, Greek yogurt, and egg white, and then any seasoning, which I have everything but the bagel seasoning, so I'm definitely gonna use that. And I also made the other day these protein balls. This is like the 3rd time I've made them. My brother came home for the weekend and also ate all of them. Like, we are kind of obsessed with them, and they're very simple, but he wanted one with peanut butter, but I hate peanut butter. The taste, the smell, everything about it, I just really don't like peanut butter, and that makes me upset because peanut butter people use in a lot of like these type of recipes, and just in general, like I've never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like I hate it. Anyway, I made these little protein balls, and it's just protein powder, which I use chocolate. That's just my favorite, and then protein oats, chia seeds, honey and cinnamon, and then almond butter. That's my favorite to use, and it is just so delicious. And I just put it in the fridge, and I usually eat 1 or 2 before my Pilates class, and then just like throughout the day. It's so good. It's like a little sweet treat sometimes. I also put dark chocolate chips, little chunks in there, and it gives it a little crunch. It is so delicious. But anyway, I want to make these bagels. I've been editing the Chris and I video all morning. I have like maybe like 20 minutes left, so I really want to get that done. It's 1 o'clock right now, so we've got time, but let's make these bagels. First try. Hopefully they taste as good as they look. Okay, I messed up the actual like recipe somehow, and there's literally only 5 ingredients. So the egg whites, I thought you put them into like the bowl and mix them with everything, but the egg whites was just to like put it as like an egg wash before you put the sesame seeds on. But I put the egg whites into the bagel. I don't know if that's gonna affect the taste or anything. I made up my own recipe, I guess, so I had to use 2 eggs. I've also never like done like the egg whites thing before. I personally don't like egg whites. I can't eat them on their own. I can only eat them like if it's just like in like an omelet and you like mix up with the yolk. I can't eat just regular egg whites. So when I was doing that, it felt like I was like real life Mamma Mia. Not Mamma Mia, I love that movie. Cooking Mama. Take me back to when I was 9 years old with my pink DSi playing Cooking Mama in the backseat of the car on a road trip. Like, I yearn for that. I really do. Anyway, here's the bagels. So one of them is really big. I didn't realize how big this one was in comparison to like this one. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a piece off, and then I also have some butter. We can butter a bagel, see if that tastes good. Crack this one open. It's still warm. It was only in there for like 22 minutes, I think. I said to wait until it gets like golden brown. Ooh, oh my gosh, you see the steam coming out of it? Okay, the consistency I feel like I should know because Jersey, I guess New York, but New York and Jersey have the best bagels ever, and I stand by that. One of the bagel shops literally right by my house. Best bagels ever. I know that's like biased because I live here, but I've tried bagels from so many other states. There's nothing like a Jersey bagel. Anyway, let's try this. Okay. Oh my god, that tastes like a real bagel. Just like I just went across the street and bought one. Why am I so shocked? Like, I knew I was making bagels, but I just didn't think it was gonna taste like an actual bagel. That is so good. You guys have to make this. It kind of has the consistency of like a bagel and like a biscuit. You know those Pillsbury like biscuits? It's kind of like a mix between the two. Oh my god, this is so good. One other thing I think we should try while we're here, and since I'm feeling lucky because this tasted so good, I bought this. And I wanted to try this the other day, but I bought the wrong flavor. So I drink these Core Power protein milkshake type things, and the chocolate one's my favorite. But I've been recently buying the vanilla one and putting it into my matcha. I got the great idea from Lauren to do a strawberry one, but I bought it from Wawa the other day and I grabbed a vanilla and a strawberry one really quickly because I just saw the strawberry on here, and it ended up being strawberry banana. And I hate banana, so I gave that to my brother. I didn't drink it, I didn't get to try it, so I thought maybe we could try it today. Never tried the strawberry one just like in general by itself, but let's try this. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I'm like trying to think of this like mixed with the matcha flavor, how that would taste. So should we make one? I think that'd be fun. Let's make a strawberry matcha. I want you to try mine. The colors together are so pretty. I don't want to mix it up, but I have to. I can't really tell that it's a strawberry matcha anymore once it's all mixed up, but let's try this. The first taste is the matcha and then the aftertaste is the strawberry. These are the best like protein milkshakes or protein shakes, whatever. Wow, that's delicious. 2 for 2. Now I'm gonna clean up the mess that I made and finish up this video. I still have like 20 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish that, get into my reading. Chris and I are going to dinner with his parents and his sister later to our literally our favorite restaurant. We went last weekend too, and I'm just so excited to have a glass of wine and have a good dinner. So that's the plan for right now. I'm gonna go actually walk the girls, finish editing, clean up my cooking space, drink my matcha, finish my bagel. Highly recommend making these. I'm gonna link the recipe I used down below. It's very, very easy to do. So you will definitely catch me doing this many other times. So good. Okay, I'll see you in a little. Morning everyone, happy Sunday. My bagels are looking amazing. Anyway, I'm really excited to eat those today. But yesterday dinner was so good. Of course, it's our favorite place. And then I just came home. I got home pretty late because I had to get my brother from the bus. He got home last night to stay for a couple days. And yeah, I did my New York Times games. I scrolled on TikTok and I read my book. Those are like my 3 things I do every single night. It's about 8 o'clock right now. I have a 9 a.m. Pilates class. I'm so excited. On the agenda today, it's Sunday, so I'm gonna post our update for the book club on the Patreon. I'm gonna send in the Chris and I swap video. I finished that yesterday. I sent it to him. All done, all good. I'm really excited to post that one. I'm gonna read some of my book, and I also wanna do some of my reading journal today. It's rainy again. It's such a gloomy day, so I was like, you know what? Let's spend a few hours chilling. Maybe I'll watch some Gilmore Girls. I have not caught up on that in so long, like literally I think since Florida, but like I barely watched in Florida, and before that was like December time, probably the last time I watched a lot of episodes. So I'm still in season 5. I don't know why I'm not loving the older seasons. I know it's not like the oldest season they have, but like as it gets like later seasons, I'm not loving it as much, but that's okay. I still am invested. I need to know what happens, but I just like would rather usually read than watch TV, and I can't put it on the background because I'm gonna watch because it's a new episode. So I haven't watched any of it, but I got a new set and I'm really excited about it. It's this purple one and a sports bra. It's from CRZ on Amazon. If you guys are OGs, if you have been here since probably I think the beginning of my channel, like way years ago, very beginning, before I made book content or anything, I remember I made a video talking about Lululemon dupes, and one of them was, I think one of them was it Halara, but one of them was CRZ Yoga, and I lived in their leggings and everything. I still have a couple pairs and they are so similar to Lululemon, so I did get a set. Way cheaper than Lululemon, obviously, and just as good, and it looks so similar, and I loved this color. It's like a wine color, so I got that, and today's the first day I get to wear it. I ordered the wrong size top, so I had to return that, get the new one, so now I get to wear it, and I'm really excited. You know, it's the little things. I'm thinking if I should buy a matcha today, because it's Sunday. Maybe I should treat myself to a matcha from my favorite coffee shop. We'll see, maybe after class. I'm excited to just have a chill Sunday. It is Chris's grandpa's birthday, so there's a birthday dinner at like 5-ish. So we do have another dinner, but other than that, we're having a chill day. I'm gonna head over to Pilates. I have to get gas before I go. I forgot to get gas yesterday, so we're gonna have to do that. I am not gonna make it to class if I don't, so. I also forgot to give you guys an update on deep cuts. Remember when I finished that on Friday? Never gave you a rating or a review, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I did, so we'll talk about that later as well when I do maybe my reading journal and like put everything in. Hello, I just ate some food and I can confirm the bagels are good on day 2 as well. I did toast it a little bit, so I feel like that definitely helped because, you know, bagels on day 2, I feel like they just don't taste as good as they do fresh, obviously, so it definitely tasted good though. Printed out the stuff for the reading journal. I want to update it a bit right now. I've got some stuff to put in there, so I thought we can chat while I cut this stuff out. I don't know if anyone has heard, well, there are like, I would say 5 artists that I talk nonstop about on this channel. If you're new here and you don't know who they are, and it's probably annoying, but like I just can't stop. So we have Harry Styles, obviously, Tate McRae, Gracie Abrams, One Direction, 5 Seconds of Summer, Taylor Swift too, but I feel like I haven't talked about her in a while. Today I'm here to talk about, what was I starting to say? Oh, hold on, let me start cutting. I can't multitask. Callum and Michael from 5 Seconds of Summer coming out with music and all this stuff. It's literally filling a 5-sauce sized hole in my heart. Like, I dream about them coming out with a new album and going on tour again. I've been to plenty of concerts in my time. There's nothing like a 5 Seconds of Summer concert. Every time they're on tour, I am there. Me and Kay, one of my best friends, have been going to 5 Seconds of Summer concerts since they opened for One Direction, and every other year when they like started going on their own tours, like their concerts, there's nothing like it. I don't know what it is about their concerts that are just so amazing, but if you have the chance to go to one, please do it. Like, you will never regret a 5 Seconds of Summer concert. It's literally some of the best memories I ever have. Other than that, let's talk about a new artist. Not a new artist, but like one I haven't really talked about very often, but I have been listening to his music for quite a bit now. I don't know why I never talk about him. I guess he's on tour now, and I'm seeing so much content from his concerts, and I'm just like so upset that I missed his concert, because he was here in Brooklyn, like the closest venue to me that he went to. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, but by the time he was there, and I realized it was way too late to get tickets, so I'm really upset about that. But that is Role Model, and I am quite literally obsessed with him and his music. It's all I've been listening to for the past few weeks, and I listened to the album like when it first came out, his most recent one, but like not like I am right now. I don't know what it is, I'm just like obsessed with it. And he has this thing, if you don't know, well, one of his songs, Sally, it's pretty popular on TikTok. It got like big on there, but he brings out people either from the audience or just like when he's at a venue, whoever's around, like a celebrity will come on stage, and like that's the Sally of the night, and it's just the best clips to see on TikTok. He is so funny. I think that's what I love so much about him. Like his like personality and humor is so good. Anyway, he brought out recently Connor Wood. Another thing you guys probably know about me, because I've talked about it many times, is I am a Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast fan. Huge fan. I saw that he was the Sally at one of the shows, and the things I would have done to be in that crowd, like, that is just like an iconic, what's the word? Duo. So that's the music I'm hyper fixating on right now, is all of Role Model's most recent release. I'm thinking that I'm gonna listen to my book while I do this. I listened to the audio of the first book, Powerless, when I read it for the second time a little bit, and it was really, really good audio, so I think I'm gonna listen to it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I always say I'm gonna listen to my book while I do this, and then I end up like watching YouTube or something, so I actually might watch some YouTube first and then listen to it. We'll see what happens. I should be listening to the book though, but I don't know. I'll probably end up watching YouTube. Yeah, we're starting with YouTube. Guys, I just finished updating the reading journal, and that was really good. I got a bit through my book. I did end up listening to it and updated as much as I can. Let's flip through it really, really quickly to show you what I did. I did end up doing like a spread for one of the books that I read last month, so I thought that was really fun, but let's see what I've done. So I updated this page. I read Out of the Woods, and then I also read Ready or Not, and then we have Great Big Beautiful Life coming out, and then also, what's the other one? Oh, A Sea of Unspoken Things, our book club book. So those two will definitely be checked off this month, and then I updated my March reading tracker. I didn't read a lot of books. I read 6 and then DNF'd 1 this month. It took me a while to get through one book. That's why it's like not as many books, but I read about 6 this month or last month. And then we have how many books I've read so far. So 27 up until right now. I updated through April so far. I've read a few books, so it's how much I've read so far this whole year. And then I have my TBR cart. I didn't read any of the books that are on here, which is a little upsetting. I need to start focusing on this. And then my book of the year, I put Promise Me Sunshine. It was kind of hard because I didn't know which book, because March wasn't my best reading month, so I didn't know what book to put here, but we have Promise Me Sunshine. It was between that and Homeseeking, but I decided to do Promise Me Sunshine. And then we have my book bingo. I filled out Trilogy, which was the Ruinous Love Trilogy I completed. Book by favorite author, I just read The Conditions of Will. And then Enemies to Lovers was Book of Asriel. And then my A through Z challenge over here, I think I added, yeah, God of Malice, and then there was another one that I added. Oh, Scythe and Sparrow over here. And then I also added Homeseeking and Out of the Woods, so this one is filling up pretty quickly. And then this is just my reading log, so I added up until the 27 books I've read so far, and I put the title, the author, the page count, and then the rating I gave them. So then we have the book club, like I said, April, this is our book, so I just like added that onto this page. And then we have my series tracker. I didn't read any books that were in a series so far. I think the last one I checked off was Ruinous Love, maybe. I do have to add the Legacy series, the God of Malice and God of Pain and all of that, but I didn't do that this time, so I do have to add that. And then we have my physical TBR. This has become a mess. I have not updated the books I've been getting and adding to my physical TBR, so I think I want to go through and start over with all of this. I'm just gonna cross out the books on here that I either get rid of, because I might unhaul a few books that have been on my TBR for a while soon, and then also add what I've added. So we're gonna fix this up sometime in the next few weeks, but I didn't do that today. But I have not added to it. It's become a bit of a mess, this page, and it was one of my favorites to keep track of, so I'm gonna have to update this and figure that out within the next few weeks. And then we have the DNF graveyard. I think, yeah, this is the last book I DNF'd, A Dark and Drowning Tide. And then our bookmarked books, the one for this month is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. And then these are just the 2025 new releases. I put little boxes next to the books to check off if I've read them. So far we're doing pretty good. I have one from each month or two over here to read to catch up on, but lots of new releases coming up. Now this leads us into our wrap up for last month. So these are the 6 books I read. Like I said, I had one DNF over here. I've been tracking them by writing down how I read them, so whether it's book or audio or Kindle, and then the rating, and then what date I finished it. And then over here I just put my spring TBR, so just a bunch of books I want to read this spring. I'm gonna make this into a video, so don't look, wait for the video. And then the next page is my Promise Me Sunshine page. I really love the way this one turned out, so I just put little pictures that have like the aesthetic of it over here. And then over here I have little stickers. I didn't know I had these, but there's a ferry one and a subway one and a city bus, another subway and ferry one. If you've read the book, you know why this one specifically, but like these are very special, so I thought they were perfect to put here. And then I just put a few quotes around the cover of the book, and I thought that was a cute little spread to do for this one. I thought the aesthetics of this book was really nice, and I really liked this one that I just read, so we have this. And then the last thing I did was my April spread, so we just have a little graphic, and here's the TBR for this month. Not many on my radar. I've already read 2 out of them, and I'm currently reading this one, so that's good, and I know I'll get to these 2, so I know we're gonna complete at least 5 out of 6 of these. Hopefully we can get to this one as well. That is all I've done so far. I also just got these like Bookish merch from a sweet bestie that I wanted to share with you guys because it is so cute. She sent me the cutest little card ever. So her shop is called Take the Dive Design. I will link it down in the description if you want to shop. Her name is Becca. She is so sweet, and her stuff is so cute. This is literally the comfiest t-shirt ever. It's a box of tissues and it says crying over fictional characters, but the Comfort Colors like brand of this is just the comfiest t-shirts ever. And then this blue is so beautiful. It says let's get matcha, which is absolutely perfect. And I have so many crew necks, which you'll see another Bookish crew neck. I don't have many hoodies, so I love this and I'm obsessed with the color. And then this is the crew neck. It has like the blue that I love from that hoodie in like the writing, like that's the font color. It is so cute. It says Sipping and Yapping Book Club. I'm obsessed with this, and we know I live in sweatshirts and little t-shirts, so all of this is just so cute. And then the last thing she sent is actually a cropped little t-shirt, which I think is so fun. I have so many like oversized tees that are like Bookish related or just like in general. I don't have many like cropped ones that are comfortable, so this one says Morning Matcha Club, Sip and Yap a While. I thought this was really cute just to throw on. So I love that this one's a little bit cropped, but it's also such a comfortable material. So I'm gonna link her shop down below if you want to shop or just check out what she has. I highly recommend. She is so kind, so thank you, Becca, for sending those to me. I'm obsessed with all of it. What did I have to say? Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Deep cuts. I finished deep cuts the other day and I didn't talk about it. It's not in any other reading vlog, so I thought we could chat about it now. I totally forgot that's what I wanted to talk about. I don't really have many thoughts, but I feel like I should just give them because it won't be in any other vlog and I won't be doing a wrap up for the next few months. So I was really excited about this one because just off the bat, I knew it was like more of a literary fiction, but it takes place in the early 2000s era, and the 2 main characters are really into music. Percy, the female main character, she's like into music where she can like hear music and she can really understand it, and she's kind of like annoying about it where she'll just like dissect a song and she can kind of like pick out things about a song that like makes them better. And then you have, what's his name? Joe. He's the male main character and he's actually in a band, so Percy kind of helps him with his song. She's not a musician of any sort, but she knows music so well. She's not talented in that way, like she can't play any instruments, she can't sing, but she loves music so much, so she helps Joe out, and they have this like weird relationship going on where they have this connection with each other, especially like in the music world when they're making music, you know, their connection's even stronger, which I liked that part. But it's not very romance heavy. It's definitely a literary fiction, so you're following in Percy's point of view starting in the early 2000s throughout the next few years. You're kind of just like following her throughout different like eras, I guess, in her life. What I liked about it a lot was the early 2000s era. Like you see all these things that they're like using back then, like the way it's described is definitely perfect for the era, and like learning about all the songs that are coming out with Percy and seeing her get excited about like Hey Ya coming out, and I'm like, I obviously do know that song, but I wasn't her age, like in my 20s when it came out, and like what a time to be in your 20s during that era, and like the way she was describing it, I really liked that. But I think it lost me a lot of the book. There was like not much happening, and Percy wasn't a very likable character, and I think that was kind of like the point of her character and like all the characters. It's a very messy relationship she has with everyone, but she just kind of bored me a little bit and she annoyed me, and I wanted just like more scenes with her and Joe. And I know it's not heavily romantic, but like when they were together, I feel like it was very fleeting scenes, or they would text a few times, like it wasn't really much. So, or email, I guess it was like email and then phones came out. It was like this whole thing, so it's kind of cool seeing all of that, but I just wanted like more emotion, and I think I would have really enjoyed it more like when they were like communicating communicating and talking and like doing their music thing together. I just wanted to feel it more, and I feel like I didn't feel it. It felt a little bit too two-dimensional for me, but it was a good read. I do wish I listened to the audiobook of it, because the last chapter I ended up listening to the audiobook, and it was like way more personality than it was like reading it. It felt very like monotone when I was reading it, but when I was listening to it, the voice narrator definitely gave it a lot of personality, or gave Percy a lot of personality, so I do wish I listened to it. So maybe if you're interested, do the audiobook, try it out. I would recommend it if you're into like the early 2000s vibe literary fiction and you really like music and songs and dissecting that, 'cause that's like a lot of it. The chapter titles are song titles, and then Percy kind of like relates that somehow to her life. It's pretty interesting, but I didn't really love, I guess, the writing style of it, and like I think it just lacked a bit of emotion for me. So yeah, it was definitely a good read though. It took me a while to get through, which I didn't expect, 'cause it's a shorter book. It's under 300 pages, but like I said, I was a bit bored getting through a few scenes, so that is my thoughts on deep cuts. Okay, now I'm gonna go read and then get ready for dinner in a little bit. Like I said, I think it's at 5 or 5:30, and right now it's like 2:30, so. Hello, I am back from dinner. It is actually 8:12 and I am tucked into bed. I'm showered, did my skincare, and this is my favorite time of night. This is where, like I said, I do my New York Times games, I scroll for a little bit, I read. Today is Sunday, so I'm gonna plan my week, which I should have done earlier, but I'm gonna plan it right now just to like have a to do every single day so I can check stuff off. This week is exciting. There's a lot going on this week. Finally getting my hair done on Thursday, which I'm so excited about. It's been a few months now. My roots I'd like to touch up, and my hair, like as the red like gets washed in the shower and I wash my hair throughout the months after getting it done, it just gets lighter and lighter, so I'm excited to get it done and just like have a fresh, you know, hair. So really excited about that this week. Anyway, I like to play my New York Times games on my iPad. I remember I said this was a work iPad. Yeah, it's become a games iPad along with like a thumbnail and graphics iPad, so it's like a mix between the two, but the New York Times games on here hits different. It is just so good. I do the Wordle, and then the mini, and then the connections, and then the strands every single day. Like that's the order I have to do it in. I'm gonna go play my games, read, scroll, do my night little routine, and go to bed. So thank you guys for coming along this weekend with me. I had a great weekend. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did, and I'll see y'all hopefully in the next one. Bye!